Today, cracking campers, we're going to have a look at the habitation area in our 6-berth Carado motorhome. So, as always, we start with keys. So, ignition key does the door and the ignition of the van, that's the forward key, and we just have one other key, this one, which operates everything else. So, as always, when we speak about demonstrations and the usage of your motorhome, when stopped, the first place I would always go to would be the gas locker. So in this particular vehicle, it's along the driver's side. Open the lock, clicks up. We have 2 gas bottles present at the moment. So up at the top there's a twisty knob here, so it's just twist on and twist off. All of the knobs and toggles, etc. inside are set in the correct direction, so we don't need to fiddle with those. Water, so when you receive the vehicle, it'll be filled with fresh water, about 100 litres. If you want to top it up, just simply twist, there's a hose supplied, fill it up. This is our habitation door entrance, we'll come back to that in a minute on the step. Back here, the chemical toilet, often the bone of contention. Very simple, 2 buttons, top and bottom. The cassette itself actually slides out, so there's a lever at the bottom here, we pull the yellow one, and you can pull out the entire cassette and bring it to a site. If you're on site, there will be a specific point for emptying it. Just tip it out, put a little bit of detergent back in here, that opens, and if not, a normal toilet. Slide it back in when you're finished, slide it around, and that's it, simple as. Close the door again. The back here, we have this large luggage compartment area. Again, 2 toggles, twist around. We can see in here we have our mains hookup lead. There's a male and female end, it only fits one direction, and we also have our water filler hose. Also plenty of storage underneath, the table in there at the moment. Toggle turns around again. This is just a vent for the heater, and this is the mains hookup point. Again, the lead only fits one way, and along this side the last thing we need to see is the diesel filler cap, and it's only the ignition key that operates that. So let's jump inside and have a look. So if we were stopped now, we'd have the gas on, come down, we unlock our door, latch it, and let down our step. It's an electric step, we hold it, and it spins out, and in we go. Now we start at the top, so double bed across the top, ladder here, latches on, blackout blind in the front corner. These are privacy curtains slide across as well. Now on both sides we have 3 storage compartments on the left and on the right. We also have a TV with Serview box. Depending on where you are, it'll work, won't work every place. This is our 4-seater dinette. So there's 2 seat belts, 2 lap belts this side, 2 3-point belts that side. This will actually convert into a double bed if necessary. Very simply, push down the two tabs, 2 grey tabs. The table then lifts off where it is, and in underneath where we can see the second rail, the table will actually sit down, so it'll move from the level it's at here down to this level, and the knee of the table, as it's called, will actually bend. So it'll bend out of the way, up in underneath. So two more, and back here we have 2 single bunks, which makes this a 6-berth, and again our ladder. In the center here we just have a wardrobe for storage. Down here, this is important, this is our water heater / central heater. So if we just want hot water, turn the gas on outside, set it to either 40 or 60. In the summertime 40 should be plenty, and you'll need to wait. The green light is illuminated at the moment, and once the green light stays illuminated, it should take about 30 minutes for enough hot water for a shower. If you want to have central heating, we can just put it down to the flame symbol here. Again, ensure that the green light stays illuminated. If the red light is on, it's in default mode, and as most things in the world nowadays, turn it off, turn it back on again, it should work. But so just if it's just for hot water, it's the top 2. If it's for the central heating on its own, it's this one, which is just the flame symbol, and if it's both you require, it's the very last setting here, 60, and the central heater. Down here is just the boiler. I wouldn't recommend putting anything in there. This side we have a fridge, which is a 3-way fridge. There's a lock on the top, so it's unlocked at the moment while you're traveling. Make sure it's across and keep it locked. So this is a 3-way fridge which will operate on 12 volt, it'll operate on mains, or it'll operate on gas. Now, as with all of these, they operate best on mains. up on the top here, the first setting. So if you're plugged in on site, that's where you are. While you're traveling from A to B, you could move it down to this setting, which is the battery. This will only keep the fridge cool while the engine is running. It won't if you stop. If you stop and you wish to keep the fridge temperature down, you can put on the gas one here. So set it to flame. This is the temperature setting on the van, so generally it'll be set up quite high. To light it on gas, again, make sure the gas is on outside. Down here is an observation window. So what you'll need to do is hold in this one and click the igniter. Try it a few times. Now it isn't going to work now because the gas is off, and you will see down in the bottom corner here a blue flame will illuminate. So again, click and hold in this one. Hold that in after you click for about 15-20 seconds with the flame illuminated down here, and that will ensure that the fridge is lit on gas. Simple as that. Close it across our lock. We have a standard camping hob, so it's a 3-ring hob. Just twist and ignite on gas. Again, gas on outside. Down here we have all of our cutlery storage. There's a lighter here, matches for the gas. Up on top we have more storage, pots, pans, kettles, etc. And the same this side, pots, bowls, fire blanket, first aid kit. Now the electrical system in this van, quite straightforward, same as these Carados are quite similar to the Sunlight. So the main switch here is at the top. Click this one on, it turns on all the power in the back of the vehicle. That's where we are, the habitation area. The other two buttons here, the first one is just indicating the battery life, which is obviously fine, and the second one is indicating our water levels. Okay. In here we have our toilet, come shower area. So it's a standard chemical toilet. So simply lift the lid, do your business, give it a little flush, which is this button, and then open the cassette. It lets it down and close it off again. Always empty the toilet before you travel. This is a simple on-off mixer tap, and the shower is the same, on-off the mixer tap. This is the detergent for the toilet. You can put a little bit in once you empty it. And that's pretty much it, guys. Turn off the power here. If any other questions, make sure you ask us. This is the Carado. Very well laid out van, lots of space. Systems are quite similar in all of the vehicles. Quite straightforward when you get the hang of it. But don't hesitate to give us a buzz if it's something we've missed.